right, we are going to go ahead and get started. We have a lot of information jam-packed for you. Hey, aren't you happy? Well, Fort Bend people, kids are back in school, right? Right, who actually went back to school? Well, I am because I booted mine out. So welcome everybody to our team meeting. And we have a lot of stuff to cover, but we want to first start off with tell you some bucket fills. So tell us something good. I just told you my something good, which are my kids are back at school. So tell us something good. Y'all went all the way in the back. Sorry. Right, New Norman.
I had a 9 a.m. closing. I'm now capped out.
You called it yesterday and it happened today. Let's do it. Okay, anybody else? Tell something good.
Come on.
There's some good personal, professional news going on. You know?
I'm Jimmy. I decided to branch out on my own. I want to say maybe June 1st. And a lot of hard work, but got 5 closings this month.
Ooh, there you go, Jimmy. Awesome. I mean, just 5 closings this month. You know, that's what I do. Got another one. Tell us something good, professional, personal.
I had a listing that was in a guardianship, and we've been trying to get it since May. We've been under contract. We're going through the courts of the guardianship, and it finally got approved yesterday. So we're closing tomorrow. I'm happy about that.
Ooh. Those probates and things, they can take the life out of you. Absolutely. Congratulations. Anything else, anybody? Thank you guys for sharing. Those of you who are sharing. Oh, Anu.
My first day at school and I'm not at school. I'm here. Retired.
There you go. Hashtag retired. Retweet that. Yeah.
No, what did you go do after you got a break?
Oh yeah, I went on a never-ending vacation to Alaska cruise, Romania,
Ooh.
Turkey, Greece. Just got back 2 days. I don't need a tan, but I got a tan. So.
It looks beautiful.
And you're going
too.
one more, and you're going one more place, right?
Yes, Austin.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right?
Welcome back. Welcome back, Anu. All right. Anybody else? Oh, Akil.
Oh, sorry.
My name is Akil. I have been doing real estate since last 5 years, but I was not here for a year or so. But my team was here, so we were kind of slow from the start of the year, and we have 6 closing in this month.
There we go, Akil. He's your long distance realtor. Awesome. All right. For those of you who don't know me, I'm one of the assistant team leaders here. My name is Verna Koliosha. I didn't say that in the beginning. I see a lot of new faces. That's why I want to take the time to actually talk about that. And so let's get into what are some of our upcoming events happening. So we have our August 12th, our Tech 30-60-90. It's a weekend workshop. Namesh is going to talk about that a little bit in a few. August 15th and 16th, we have the Mega Agent Camp and the CEO Mastermind. How many of you guys have already signed up for Mega Agent Camp? 1, 2, we should see a lot more hands. Good job, good job. All right. Grow Your Profit Share Tree. It's happening on August 24th. And then August 26th, we have Win with Buyers and Sellers Workshop. All of these things we're going to go into a little bit more. On the 31st, lead generation 36, 12, and 3. So that wraps up August. So jam-packed with a lot of growth opportunities for you to add to your toolbox there. September 30th, we have Every Hound Needs a Home, happens right here in our parking lot. You'll get some more information about that. You should have already been receiving flyers about Shredding Hunger. If Greg is here, he'll talk about that in a few as well on October 14th. And then finally, October 28th, Trunk or Treat. So we have other things coming up as well, but these are just some big ones we want to highlight and keep top of mind for you.
That's not enough events.
Hey, we back to school too. And we're going back to the basics with that. If you see some of those things, just because it's basic doesn't mean it's not fundamental to your business, right? So you see a lot of things there on lead generating. You see a lot of things there on how you work with your buyers, because when you're going through a shift, we have a lot of buyer reluctancy. So how do you work with those people? And you see a lot of things there just about growing your profit share tree and getting your wealth in order. Okay, so let's jump into the 30-60.
Nope,
No,
nope.
oh yeah, sale to sale. Matter of fact, not only are we going back to basics, we're trying to reward you for it as well. So there's the sale to sale. Did you want to talk about
No,
that?
you
You
can
wanna-
talk about
Okay, the sale to sale contest that's going on. If you've been into our break room, you see the big water thing. If you stare too hard, it might make you dizzy. And this is where we're doing a listing competition, and it's listings taken between July 19th and August 31st. There we go. For whoever wins the top 20 obviously are going to be going. And then from there, it's based on how many listings you're bringing on board. Those people who will be invited to the Carnival Breeze Cozumel trip, it's happening on January 15th. So sale and lease listings qualify. So that's sale to sale. So it's a competition going on. All right, let's move on.
Oh, you know what? Because of the chat that came through.
You took it off.
See, don't we miss Norman all of a sudden?
All right, tell us a little bit about 30-60-90.
All right, guys. So, yeah, that's fine. So Tech 30-60-90 weekend workshop. I will be hosting a workshop this Saturday from 10 to 2, and it's going to go over, if you've been participating in the Tech 30-60-90 that's been held by MAPS, KW MAPS coaching, I will go over and help you guys catch up, support. Okay, if you're newer and you haven't been taking participating in the Tech 30-60-90, that does not mean that you shouldn't come. Okay, I'm going to review a lot of the features in Command, how to implement certain features inside of Command from beginning to end, everything that's been covered in Tech 30-60-90 thus far. All right, so saying that doesn't mean you cannot jump into Tech 30-60-90 now. Okay, it's going to go on all the way into September. Was for 90 days. We started it on June 6th. And plus, you guys have access to archive videos of everything that's taken place so far. They're 30-minute videos, 30-minute or less videos. All right, it was 5 days per week. So you still have plenty of time and opportunity to catch up and implement technology at the highest level into your business. Okay, so especially for those of you that are dual careers and sometimes miss out on the training classes that come during the week, please be here on Saturday. It can be a in and out thing. You don't have to stay for 4 hours if you do not need that. Okay, come in, get what you need from me, and then you can head on out. I'd love for you to stay for the entire thing. Keep me company. Okay.
Mimosas, right?
What's that?
You're having mimosas, right?
Mimosas. Like looks like Dale is providing mimosas. Thank you. Awesome. All right. So as we mentioned earlier, Mega Agent Camp is around the corner, and guess what, guys? It is not too late for you to commit. Okay, you guys can still do that. It is starting on Monday. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, right there in downtown Austin at the Convention Center. You get to hear from Gary himself, Gary Keller himself, and Jason Abrams, Mark King, our president. They'll be having guests up there. There's going to be market updates, a lot of networking opportunities. And a little bit of fun, right, guys? So you don't want to miss it. Reach out to a member of the leadership team if you guys would like some more information. All right. Okay, so Thursday, the 24th of August, I am doing a KWU sanctioned class called Grow Your Profit Share Tree. If you have no clue what profit share is about, or if you want better ideas on how to take advantage of it, this is where you want to be. Okay, profit share is our residual income program. It's an opportunity for you guys as a way to earn residual income from the market center. Okay, it's a way of our market center showing gratitude to our agents for helping us grow. Okay, there's an entire mathematical calculation on how we share our profits back to our agents. Come learn that in this class. I will go in depth. It's not very long. It's 90 minutes, and you'll get a lot of insight on what profit share at Keller Williams is all about. Okay, so hope to see you guys there. Want to chime in on this, man? Because it's pretty awesome.
So, guys, Israel Flores, a productivity director here at the office. We are having a Win the Buyer and Seller workshop on 8/26 as a Saturday from 9 to 3. The lovely Melissa Lima, where'd she go? She walked out. We'll have breakfast provided by Pat and Title. Brian and Brian will be providing lunch. It'll be an all-day workshop. This is not just for PC, so any agents can pop in. We oftentimes, when we teach classes and do the buyer consultation and win the seller, we're not putting it into practice, right? And so this will be a hands-on. This isn't just me up here talking about, how to convert a buyer. It's y'all role playing the buyer consultation, role playing the listing presentation, how to make your packets, overcoming objections. I have some fun games planned too. I might have mimosas. I don't know.
Thanks, Dale.
You do. You do have to register because I do have lunch for you guys and a light breakfast. It starts promptly at 9 o'clock. So get here at 8:30, have some coffee, a little light breakfast, and then buyer portion. If you can't come for the whole day, buyer portion will be the first half, seller portion will be the second half. Cool.
Cool. Do not miss.
And the links are in both closed groups, but I'll put some QR codes up and stuff like that too.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, all of these have registration, guys. So please make sure you register. There's only a certain number we can fit in the training room. We'd love for everybody to be there, but if you want to be in here, make sure you register ASAP. Another powerful Thursday following the Saturday that Israel's going to have. We have a particular gentleman that's going to be leading this amazing lead generation training opportunity. Yeah, he's a gentleman. He's a gentleman. Now he's definitely
Y'all recognize
now
that
he's a
face?
refined gentleman. Oh, if
Right,
you
it's
guys
not-
don't recognize the picture, that's why we put the name underneath, right? It is a
It's not quite the same essence.
couple of years ago. Yeah. You're the one that chimed in. All right, so Chad's gonna be leading lead generation 36-12-3. It is again another KW sanctioned class that training session that he's gonna be doing. You do not want to miss this opportunity. It is a full day workshop it's gonna be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. There is registration required. You do see the QR codes up there. There's also flyers posted around, okay? Importance of focusing on lead generation, different lead generation opportunities, different strategies. This is the time to double down on your lead generation, and he's gonna really, and there will be some guests. Yes, he will absolutely have some guests. Anything else you want to pour into this, or you were good? All right, be there. Okay, be there. Get registered and be there. There will be some material also that is going to go along with this, as well as the profit share tree class. So make sure we register for all of these. I believe that should be it.
All right,
Yeah.
our ALC minute. Who is handling that? Okay, Tasha and Shamsha. For those of you who don't know, ALC is our Associate Leadership Council. They represent some of the top people here in our office, and they will have something to share with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. No, we're nervous. We don't even know what we're talking about. We do know what we're gonna talk about.
We do know.
We
Okay,
know.
correct. So we are talking about leaning into your database in this shifting market. So what you have in front of you is Ford. So if you've been to Bold, you know that they talk about Ford a lot. And I promise you, it works. I know it may sound a little corny on paper, but if you're like me and haven't touched your database since January, most of you know my mom passed away in January, so I have not checked on anybody. I have not done anything, but the business that I have trickling in right now is coming straight from my database. So I'm a firm believer to lean in your database. This makes the conversation very comfortable if you haven't touched your database in a very long time. And I promise you, they will ask you about real estate in the midst of all of that. So these are some talking points. We talk about that in bold. We're not going to script play for sake of time right now, but we want to talk about the important thing. Why it's important to lean into your database. And me, I have vendors in my database too. My mindset is that I'm sending my vendors a lot of business. My inspector, I send him a lot of business. So I want to make sure if he's at dinner talking to his family, or if he's at his child PTO meeting and someone say they want to relocate, they're getting ready to move, I want to make sure that he mentions my name, right? So that's the point to me for leaning into your database. You want to make sure that your former clients are keeping you top of mind. So Shamsha's going to go over some ways that we can keep in contact with our database. And
Okay. Hey, guys, my name is Shamsha. I'm one of the ALC members this year. Yes, everything that she said is true. I'll tell you personally, for me, my business has grown. And the reason that is 95%, I can proudly say, is all referrals. And I'm so happy that Chad's gonna keep the lead generation this end of this month. I'm gonna be part of it because I still need to work on mine. You know, I might think that I'm good at it, but no, I'm not. I still need to work on mine. So yes, it's extremely important. And I think that workshop is gonna be very, very helpful for just not us, for every one of us.
Right, and just to piggyback what she said, one of the things that I did, because most of my business, I would say like 94% come from referrals and the
Mhm.
rest is with social media, kind of sprinkle in. But at the same time, that makes you it kind of spoils you, right? Because you're like, okay, business is coming to me. I don't have to do official lead gen and things like that. But I always think about if I'm getting business now and I haven't touched my database since January, how would my book of business look if I was massaging my database like I should, right? So I'm always thinking about that. So before the year's over, I'm already in 2024 because
Mhm.
I'm working at my own pace right now. But I'm thinking of ways to touch my database because it's very important in this shifting market. You want to stay top of mind. So
Yeah, and if you guys ever need any kind of help, we're always here. You can always track us down. And we'll be more than happy, even for script practice, yeah, script practice, we're here for you guys.
So one of the top things that we'll go through this list really fast that we pulled: email campaigns, sending out regular newsletters, market updates, property listings to keep your clients informed. The other one is social media. I know everybody loves social media. I hate it, but we love it. Posting relevant content on platforms like Facebook and Instagram. The other one is sending personalized messages. Like, people want you to check on them. Like, people don't feel awkward if you haven't talked to them in a long time. People appreciate you checking. We did it during COVID, so we still can do it now and keep that going. Other, again, phone calls, picking up the phone, hosting events where you can invite your SOI, like Shred for Hunger, Trunk or Treat, things like that, where you can invite them to. And then referral programs. I do have a referral program. You refer me, you get a $50 gift card. So I do have a referral program. So that works out a lot too. And then some people that are tech savvy, automated systems where people get information on a regular basis. You don't have to do anything. I guess you just like set it up, right? And it goes to them. Can you help me do that? So, and then making sure like for holiday greetings, sending out greeting cards and things like that. But definitely like birthday cards and things like that. I think it's you can hire companies to do that, but I'm cheap, so I'll just do it myself. But like send out something. I think they have that, right? You can send out cards, but we can do that ourselves. And handwritten notes go a long way too.
One thing really works for me is when I send them the 1 year house anniversary. I always get like really, really good comments, and they'll actually call me back and, you know, thank me for it. So it works. It does work. So.
And if you
try it.
remember their dog birthday, you get extra points for that. Really, you get extra points for that. So that's it. That's all
That's
we
it.
have.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you. It's right up the alley of what we're talking about, actually. And that whole dog thing, if they don't have a dog, they can come to the pet adoption, get a dog. And now,
Oh.
in a year's time, you can remember the dog's birthday. Right? See how
Or you
that
can
works?
send them to the pet adoption. And make sure
Absolutely.
you're taking notes as they take the dog home.
Absolutely. All right. Quick message from our PC coach.
Really quickly, guys. We just wrapped up our fire dog contest, which ran June the 5th to July the 18th. And so I want to announce the winners. Team TMT, which is led by Miss Ivy. So Ivy, Shannon Hickle, Robert Bullard, Kristen Collins, Monica Broussard, Nicole Jones. They did an awesome job. So do you want to share some stats? So they get a happy hour with some prizes and some access to some new platforms and stuff. But I want to share some stats really quickly of between all the teams. We had 13 leases executed. We had 20 buyer reps signed. We had 12 listing appointments. We had 8 listings taken, and then 12 in buyer or seller under contract. And that's great. That's awesome. And that doesn't include obviously pipeline stuff, right? That'll keep popping up later, right? So congrats, y'all did a great job. So we're gonna start up a new contest probably for last quarter, and y'all keep an eye out for that. Last thing, really quickly, I want to appreciate our teachers that teach Daily Breaks. That y'all are taking time out of your day to help out in the market center and teach. So this is for July. We'll do that really quickly. So Brad, Tanya, who else taught last month? Melissa Lima, my wife Tara. Leadership don't count. Sorry. No, I'm just kidding. No, thank you. Y'all know you taught too.
Thank you. Tara better not win, I swear.
Angie Ferris.
Hey.
So she gets a $25 gift card. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you. That's it.
Awesome.
Thanks. All right. Say it again. You'll take it for her. Oh. All right, now for a marketing moment with Greg. Thank you.
How's everyone doing? That was weak. That was really weak. I'm gonna try it again. How's everyone doing? Awesome. So my name is Greg. I'm a marketing director here at the office. So basically, for those who don't know, I'm a resource for you guys. Whether it's you need help with your marketing plan, strategies, even things that command, postcards, et cetera. So today I'm gonna go through a few of the upcoming events. So Pam, now you can come down and we have an event coming up September 30th for our pet adoption event. Pam is going to explain it, but definitely an opportunity for you guys to touch your database like Tasha was talking about earlier.
Okay, prior to the document shred, we have our Every Hound Needs a Home. And basically it's going to be an event out here in the parking lot. We're going to have some shelters come. Still looking for a couple more shelters or rescues. If y'all have one local, please let me know. If I haven't already reached out to them, I certainly will. Gonna have some vendors, couple of sponsors. Dale is going to be the judge of the costume contest. He is not bringing mimosas, but we won't be sniffing what's in your cup. Okay, just telling you. Anyway, oh, I thought she was raising her hand. September 30th, I could use some volunteers. We have raffle items. If anyone would like to donate a gift card, we're gonna have a gift card raffle. We could use all the gift cards possible. But these flyers, Greg will be sending out the flyers in the next few days to send out to your sphere, your friends, dog lovers. On top of that, all of the rescues and shelters right now are overcrowded, overwhelmed, lacking volunteers. So if you're interested in volunteering at one of the shelters, let me know, because they are up to their eyeballs and most of them just can't do it. That's it. Puppy lover.
Awesome. Yeah. So for this event, I mean, there's gonna be a flyer for one for social media and a larger one that you can use for print purposes. So fairly simple. If you need it right away, you can actually go on our website, kwsw25.com, go on the calendar tab, click on pet adoption, and you're gonna see a tab where you can access the Canva template and you can customize it however you want if you need it right away. So that's for the pet adoption event. That's September 30th. Once again, it's an opportunity to touch your database. So, easy. Everything is kind of done for you. So Shredding Hunger. So that's 2 weeks later, right? So October 14th, we have another event. So last year, the last one we did in April was really successful. We had lines and lines and lines of cars, people coming to shred. Opportunity for you to make this your event. So it's also a food drive. So yes, if you want to host a food drive and have the food donated during that day, you can. We'll have a videographer. We'll also have a photographer to help out with content. Of course, another opportunity for you guys to create your own content, have reels, et cetera. So really great event for you guys. We have marketing material for you guys. So all of you received a flyer for it. So if you didn't receive one, just shoot me an email or send an email to my assistant. So team@agentmarketingdesk.com, and pretty much you'll get it pretty much immediately. Same day, make sure we have a flyer for you. We want everyone to be involved in it. We're gonna have some classes on this event so that you can know smart plans, implement email campaigns, et cetera. So we want all hands on deck. I do have examples of the door hangers, so just so you guys can see. So you have some door hangers available for the event. Can you pass this around? Yeah. Oh, yeah, and those for the trunk or treat. Yeah, you can pass these out for the trunk or treat. I'm gonna explain that in a minute anyway. So we have some, door hangers for it. So in terms of the cost of the door hangers, it's fairly simple, right? It's 50 for $50, 100 prints for $80. But as you get more, it gets a lot cheaper. So for $125, you get 250 prints, and for $150, you get 500 prints. So that comes out to 30 cents per. Right, so a pretty good value deal that we have, and we're gonna have a coupon for that as well. But 30 cents per, if you want to really market your neighborhood or just get your name out there and leverage the event. Remember, the event is happening anyway, right? So you might as well get in front of it and leverage your database or farm your neighborhood by leveraging this event. So for 500 prints is $150. So 30 space comes out 30 cents per. So Trunk or Treat, that's 2 weeks after Shredding Hunger, is another event. Trunk or Treat, last year we had about 1,200 people showed up, so it was a really big event. Where's Israel? Israel disappear? Okay.
I just want to add that this time of year,
agents are starting to shut down for the holidays, literally. And since listings are hard to come by right now, this is 3 opportunities in a month's time span for you to digitally reach out, which is cost you nothing, where other agents are doing nothing already. So don't not do something for the free advertising that you're getting.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Thank you for that. Yeah. Well, so for Trunk or Treat, we had last year almost over 1,200 people attend. So it's a really big event. I mean, we're gonna have video, we're gonna have photographers there. We already sent out flyers for this event. Once again, if you didn't, reach out to me. We'll make sure you get a flyer. You'll get it the same day. But we're looking to make sure we have enough trunks for the event. So last year we were, I guess we could say we're short on trunks for the amount of people that came out. So when we're short on trunks, that means we're short on candy, which means we have a bunch of kids who are not getting as much candy as we would like to give them. So we want to make sure, like, as agents, you guys come out and host a trunk, right? It's really amazing opportunity to engage with the community, create content for yourself, shake some hands, take credit for the event, right? So you can say I was part of the event where 1,200 people showed up and I had hosted a truck there, right? In the aftermath of it, you could easily send a newsletter with a picture of you and your trunk and send it out to your database. So now you're leveraging our video, you're leveraging the photos, and leveraging this 1,200 people behind you at this major event. So if you don't have a trunk, or if you don't need more information, get the QR code, fill out the information, and then Israel or Barbara will reach out to you.
Yeah, quick question. Are there prizes for the people like the third place?
Yes, there are going to be prizes. I don't know if we announced what the prizes are going to be, but we're going to have prizes. Last year we had three prizes. So because you had a trunk last year, right? You came in third, right? So how was the experience? I mean, you hosting the trunk.
It was cool.
It was really cool, right?
Just about Michael Jackson.
Yeah, cool, really awesome. So we had a lot of people win more trunks this year. So that's Trunk or Treat. Once again, it's marketing material. I think we're passing out some of the example door hangers for a Trunk or Treat. So like pretty simple. If you have a flyer available, but then we also have a door hanger available for you guys. Last thing, just in general, in terms of door hangers. So as a service, and we offer door hangers, custom door hangers. So agents who are looking to farm, we do door hangers for you guys. If you order today or this week rather, there's a $15 discount code. So when I told you it was 150 for 500, it's gonna be actually 135 for 500. So $15 discount, discount code KWSW. Someone had a question? Oh, you good? Awesome. So, but that's all I got for you guys today. So 3 events, really important for you guys to get involved. A great way to leverage your data, leverage these events, contact your database, and take advantage of it. So that's it.
Oh, yes, I do have one thing I'd like to share. All right, so thank you, Vern. Appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. All right, quick. I want to give a quick command refresher for you guys because I'm seeing this a little more and more. So I wanted to make sure I pointed it out so you guys get back into a cool feature that's inside of opportunities. Okay. So what I'm kind of seeing more and more get asked to me is what happens if I was under contract, whether you're in a listing or a buyer, and it falls through? Do I need to make another opportunity in command? Do I need to start over? I'm getting that a lot. So I want to make sure I highlight a feature again for you to show how, no, it's really simple in the same opportunity to go ahead and clear essentially your under contract out. So you can then, when you get back under contract again, how you're going to post it for compliance. Okay. So we're inside of opportunities here, right? And in the documents tab. And as you can see here, that there are already documents that have been uploaded into command. Well, what happens when you when it breaks out and you need now a new contract set? Well, if you look up here, it says under contract, right, in gray. If you click on it, it's going to drop down and there's an option there that says add version. Okay, when you click on add version, it's going to ask you to name that new version. You don't need to change it, just leave it as version 2. And when you do that, it's going to make a whole new version. And look, everything gets cleared out. Oh, wow. That's kind of neat, right? It was good worth it. All right. And if you look right here in the top left now, it's got under contract and under contract version 2. You're not deleting the previous screen. You're actually just making a new version. So when you come back and drop this down, you can toggle between the two whenever you want. Oh, got it. Look at that. Uh-oh, boring. Let's go up. Okay, so anyway, so be mindful of that. If any deal breaks through, you do not need to create a new opportunity, okay? Just go under the drop down where it says under contract and make a new version. All right?
Appreciate
deal,
that. Yeah. I guess it was worth it.
Yeah, look at that. Brought the house down.
It was worth bringing him up here. We learned something new. Every once in a while, you know, he gives us good nuggets, right? Every once in a while. Okay, I almost feel like I don't have to actually present because the entire room presented for me. Today, we're talking about data-driven decisions. And guess what? Shift happens.
Oh, shit.
Right? Shift happens. Where'd Linda just go? Or, well, Linda's over here. But they've been bringing up several things that we are actually going to dive into on today. I'm looking to do a couple of different things. First, we're going to look at what's happening in the market from a nationwide view and then bring it a little local. So a little snapshot of what's going on. And then what's happening as a result of that in our industry. And then we're going to look at, you know, what are you doing? And what are you doing about it? Pamela's right when she said there's a lot of agents who are looking to kind of get out or doing not much in this industry. So we're going to actually look at that as well. So what does this data say about our market? Let's take a look. So right now, new listings have hit an all-time low in April of this year. It fell by over 4.1% from last year, April 2022 to April 2023. The median home price declined, right? That's what we're seeing here. The annualized commission for agents in January of 2021 was $84,355. By April of 2023, it dropped down to $56,632. That's the annualized commission, all right? What else is happening? Oh, I just talked about this one. Look at that sharp decline in April of 2023 when it came to our median home prices. Right?
These are national numbers.
These are national numbers. Okay. Let's see what else is happening. Oh, our mortgage rates. We've been seeing that go up. It's leveling out right about 6.9% right now. It's a little less than it was a little earlier this year, but still kind of in trend. If you notice our numbers here, like 7.5 is right here. And this is in 1975, right? And here we are in 2023. So interest rates to the public who got introduced to stuff from here, it seems very high, right? And so we're back to understanding if we're in a buyer's market, a seller's market, and then what's happening. In our market in Sugar Land, we'll talk a little bit about that. We're all in a seller's market across the nation, but in our market in Sugar Land, we have about 2.2 months supply of inventory, right? So it's a little down from last year this time. What, months of inventory? Absolutely. Months of inventory means if we were to bring any more new listings onto the market, it'll take us 2.2 months for us to sell all the inventory that's there, right? So it kind of preludes to a little bit of our absorption rate, okay? And that makes it a seller's market. So great question. All right, so interestingly, with the conditions I just said, the prices, though they went down, they're still high, relatively high. Interest rates, though it's where it's supposed to be in the buyer's mind, it went up, right? What do you think is happening to the realtors in this community? Are they staying? Oh, realtors' income went down about $30,000 on average. On average, it went from 86,000 annualized to 53. Or 55, right? What happened? Absolutely. In the shift book, we look at this and we call that the law of equilibrium. As we see, right? Huh. You were waiting for what this was? My squiggly line? Yeah. Okay, if this is time, right? And this is what's happening in the market, either both home sales. Right here, my little line here is as home sales, the price of sales and how many sales are happening goes up, right? People start getting attracted to our market. They're like, people are making money right here. So what starts happening is this is the agents that come into our market. It follows the same trajectory, but there's a lag in time. So when we were here and things were just climbing up and folks were like, oh, I want to be in real estate. These people started coming in. And we had the greatest amount of agents in our market last year, October of 2022. And from October 2022 till about April, oh no, right now, I think it was July, according to NAR, we lost 1.6 million agents across. I mean, we got down to 1.6. We lost 60,000 agents across the nation. She said, good. Why? Can we get a mic?
Yeah. Everybody is not an agent.
Absolutely. And how long have you been in this business?
Oh, I've only been an agent since November of 2022.
Awesome. She came right as the people were coming in, right? Right. However, she recognized the opportunity.
Well, I've been in the mortgage industry, though. I was on the mortgage side for over 20 years, so I understand how it goes, even though I'm new to the real estate side.
That's the gem right there. That's what we want to talk about. How do we position you to make sure you're not one of the ones exiting out, but you're staying? And you're staying so that if you just hold the mark, this market will start shifting again. And whatever you were holding on, if you just keep the amount of sales that you've been doing, just stay there, eventually you're going to be taking over market share more and more and more and more. That's what we're focusing on today. How do we make decisions based on this data? All right, so let's keep going. New home construction. Did y'all know that Houston is the #1 new home construction market right now? You don't know that? Right, in terms of how many new home construction. So they did this based on, so the Chamber of Commerce did this based on how many permits were taken out, okay? So we're leading in new home construction. Dallas is next in the country, the leading city. Matter of fact, it's to the tune of about 5,023 permits per month. Now, the majority of that is residential, right? With a handful of it being multi-units. Whereas New York, they lead in multi-units, how many they're bringing on, and less in residential, all right? So yes, Houston, new construction, #1. We have land.
New York goes up, we just go out.
That's it. All right. So then this next slide kind of dives into that a little bit more. The average permits, I was a little off. I was quoting Dallas's. Ours is right under 6,000, right? And number of single family homes in 2023 was 15,391. Total new homes is about 23,000 in the market. The very next city is Dallas-Fort Worth, bringing in 20,000 new homes to the market. Where would you put your conversations and your efforts? All right, let's take a look at this. Let's bring it local. Now, I want to note that this is looking at June of last year, July of last year to July of this year. If you see, the red are for sales. So how many homes actually got to the market, right? We're about even. We only lost about 1.2% on that. So it's staying the same, right? Where we start seeing the difference is out of those homes that were for sale, how many actually sold? So from last year to this year, we lost about 8.7% from last year to this year. Our under contract stayed about the same. So deals are either falling out or we're not putting as much as we need to put up, right? But in new construction, now This take with a grain of salt, but I had to put it up there because I put this information out there because this is looking at all of the information. New construction, when it came to homes being placed on the market, they went down by, I think it was 17%, but homes that went under contract went down by 34.8%. But this is only those that are hitting our MLS. Because if you drive around the greater Southwest area, do you see less new construction or more? So you can't wait till it hits MLS for you to actually go there and figure out and bring your clients to it. Start driving around if you haven't already. Start looking and start sharing a conversation with the masses about new construction opportunities. Okay. All right, let's keep going. All right, so remember, for those of you who've been here, we talked a little bit about, well, where are our opportunity gaps? We already said land development. Do you see them? That's how new construction has been rising. That's why we're number one. People started developing. Were you part of that deal? Did you bring developers? You could have. So commercial is still high. We talked a little bit about, so look, a strong market in 2021, we had land sales rising by 6%, right? We also talked about different industries. Look at that, multifamily. Is it a wonder why we're number one? Our multifamily growth was already, we talked about this earlier this year and a little bit of last year. We also talked about industrial as a big picture. Industrial is growing. Their cap rate is huge compared to other industries. And it's still growing. People are relocating and coming here and they're bringing their businesses here as well, right? We also talked about healthcare being a big one. Those people, college and healthcare were the biggest expenses. So healthcare is growing, but it's hitting our pockets higher too. So, what does that data say about you? So we're looking at this data. This is what's happening. We're seeing how it's impacting us here in our market. And then we need to understand what we're doing about it. So some of the ways you can do that. This is the only way I can get this thing on here, so hopefully it works. Okay. All right. You got to check your production habits. If you've been here for over a year, then you can use your MyKW by going into mykw.kw.com, going to your reports, right? Hitting you only have associate. Mine has more stuff. And then finding your multi-year trends, and then taking a look at what are my habits? I know what happens in the industry, but what are my habits? And if I see, do I start slowing down around this time as well? And if I do, what do I need to do to combat that? Because if I slow down and the rest of the world is slowing down, then I can expect the rest of the world results, right? You could take a look if you're brand new and you haven't been doing this over a year. What are your lead gen habits? If you've closed the deal, where did it come from? Nimesh has been talking about this, right? Where did it come from? How do I double down my efforts on those things? All right. Understand your top 3 lead sources. Those are your success clues. We have events. That's a huge thing right now. You don't even have to pay for these events. So this is something that you can do around that. Know your superpower, your real estate superpower. One of the things that happens when this starts to occur and people start heading out is talent that is skillful is ripe for the taking. That's one. Other people who are leaving or considering leaving can come in and they can be part of a team. You guys together can work together if you feel the pinch. People start picking up second jobs. There's a lot of different things that are occurring because of this squeeze that's happening in our market. So what's your real estate superpower? We have an assessment called the Keller Personality Assessment that can help you understand what is my role, right? How do I better fit inside of this real estate industry? If I did want to partner up with somebody, how do I find the opposite of me so we can be rock stars? Before I tap out. If that's you, come see us. We'll talk. We'll have a real conversation about it. Other than that, okay, I'm not trying to tap out, but how do I shine more? What are my strengths? And how do I lean into those to make sure I can lead generate with those strengths, right? Let's move on. So that's taking inventory. The opportunity bus. I want you guys to be the best matchmaker. There's a couple more statistics I want to put out there, right? We're the #1 relocation state. Does that come to you guys as a surprise? Okay, because we talked about this not too long ago. So if we're the #1 relocation state, we have more homes being built. What should your message be? Who do you direct it to? Let me tell you a couple of industries you can direct this to. Healthcare industry, biotechnology, energy, and manufacturing. So your conversations can fit that. Here's another big reason people are coming here. We have a great workforce, and we have several renowned colleges and universities. So education plays a vital role. School just started in Fort Bend. I think we're the first district actually to start. Others will be trickling in. There are a lot of new elementary schools, high schools, and middle schools that are opened up. As you drop your babies off, go do a video. Brag about the school. Talk about it. These are messages that's going to capture people and is going to bring them here. Talk about how highly rated your districts are. You're either in Lamar Consolidated or you're in Fort Bend, and both of them are pretty good districts. Talk about it. Capture the relocators. Bring them in. New construction permits, #1 in the city. I mean, #1 city. We've talked about that, right? So if you're not already capturing new construction under video, or if you're not sending a Best Buy list for new construction out to your clients or prospective, or your past clients, why? You're missing opportunity. Send a Best Buy list. It can be partly new construction. We have over 600 agents in our office. Post it. Oh, great question. She asked, what's a Best Buy list? A Best Buy list is people are looking for a deal. Would you agree? Okay, so buyers are reluctant because they're constantly looking for a deal. So if you are studying this market and you become a market expert, then you can recognize when something is a deal or not. So when you recognize that, you create a list of those things. Okay, we were just at Cross Creek West. Those new construction homes there are one of the lowest new construction homes that give you the biggest bang for your buck right now in the southwest portion of Houston. That automatically becomes a Best Buy list. Not just a Best Buy list, you can also send out a coming soon list. Okay, send that out. Pre-existing homes are still running strong. So there you go, coming soon list. Niche it up. Did you know that our luxury market, the upper luxury side, has been increasing year over year for the last 3 years? We actually had an upper luxury means 10 million plus dollar homes. So niche it up. Our commercial division also high. Can y'all get him a mic too? Relocation, I already told you, and new construction. What's up? Who is our? Do we have a luxury division? It's Pam, right? Pam, and she's also part of the ALC, and so they have a committee for that as well. Yeah.
Is she here in the office to get?
She was
this?
just talking.
Okay.
She was the one that came up to talk about the pet adoption.
Ah, okay.
You probably just stepped out.
Mhm. Okay, so if you're interested in getting into luxury, you can go see them and talk about it. Okay. Okay, agent exodus is happening. So if people are leaving, what Liska said, as long as you keep your business where it is or moving forward, then you're not going to be part of the ones that fall out. So learn to hold the fort. Restructure talent, link up. If the pressure's just getting too much on you, figure out who you can link up with and partner with, and talk to us about teaming up. And then finally, lead generation. You got to double down. We have a lead gen class that's coming. Our fearless leader Chad is teaching it August 31st. This is another way for you to double down. You need to spend more of your time actually lead genning so that you can make it through this storm. Be the best matchmaker. These are your opportunities with what's going on with our market. Any questions? No? All right, let's bring our allied business partners up.
Hi, guys. I'm Melissa Lima downstairs at Patent Title. Come on, buddy. Good morning. So most of you got a copy of this, and I wish I would have printed it in color for y'all, but they've denied me access to a color printer. I must abuse it or something like that. But you can find a color one you can download and print for yourself on patenttitle.com. And the cool thing about this is you can put this in one of those like plexiglass kind of like frames and set it up at your open house, or it's for buyers, and it's a buyer's guide. It's 27 pages. So go to patenttitle.com, download it in color, put it in one of those plexiglass things. So every single person walking through the door is a potential buyer. You can have them scan this code and they immediately have access to it on their phone. And it talks about everything from, hold on, I screenshotted a couple of things. The documents, like what is a closing disclosure? What is a deed? What's a deed of trust? What's title insurance? What's power of attorney? Things like that. It also covers other terms that they should know, like escrow. What's a title defect? Things like that, that they're going to ask you and you might not know. Which they can always call me, but it's good for them to have this on their phone. So I have a little contest. The first person, if you're working with a buyer, download this code, send it to your buyers. First one to respond like, oh, great information, or great, thank you so much for this information, or whatever. Screenshot your conversation with your buyer. You get 2 Astros tickets. Not playoff, but you can pick the game. So screenshot your conversation with your potential buyer if they're saying like, oh, thanks for this information, whatever. Okay, do that. My fun fact is actually, I love doing personal fun facts. I don't know, some of you saw on Facebook, I'm getting a hip replacement. So when you see, and they call me up here and I'm limping, I'm trying to get there as fast as I can. I've been dealing with some problems in my hip, and I'm getting a hip replacement on October 31st on Halloween. So I'll be good to go, and I won't be limping up here week after week. And so that's my fun fact. John. You're right. You know what? You just wait and see what happens with me. You just wait and see what happens with me after my new hip.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. We've got a couple of things coming up real soon in regards to some classes and some more education for you for some different loan programs that we have available. I know that Berna is working on something that I think is going to be very, very beneficial for you all to get you to think outside of the box a little bit. It's not just cookie cutter right now. I love this demonstration. Not only do realtors enter the market, as business goes up, so do loan officers. So we're seeing a lot of those loan officers, just like real estate agents, drop out of the business. I want to caution you right now. Do not get on board with a person because you want to help them out because they're new in the business. This is a very difficult mortgage industry time to be partnering up and teaming up with a non-experienced loan officer. Credit conditions are tightening on loans. It is becoming more difficult. We're again having to think really outside of the box. So real quick, just a idea. Catherine, how long have you been in the mortgage business? (2004), so almost 20 years. Denise, she's our veteran. How long have you been in the business? Got it. And I have 22 years in the business. So you want to team up with some people that really know what they're doing. We're here to help you with this. Some of the programs, I'm actually going to bring some lenders in that do these crazy programs. Some of them are for foreign nationals. Some of them are for people that are here with ITIN numbers. It will be a lot of great information. You're going to want to work with us to get the knowledge of how we can look at that. Great opportunity, as Pam alluded to. Who are dog lovers in here? Who has sold houses to dog lovers in here? Great opportunity. You could go out and collect and say, we're taking donations to help some of the humane centers in order to help with food. They need it right now. Anything you can do to help facilitate something to get in front of your clients right now and say, hey, this would be a fantastic opportunity for you to do it. Summer is ending. We've got holidays. It is a great time to get in front of everybody that you know. It gives you an excuse to pick up the phone and check in on them. Again, top of mind, you're the person in front of them. It's going to create business for you. So we're here to help you. Thank you all. Yes.
Yeah, be on the lookout for that event. It's happening on September 14th. It's a Thursday. It's from 9 to 3. And what it's going to help you do is be able to identify other opportunities, because sometimes it won't look cookie cutter. And you need to be able to recognize when this is an opportunity you can still leverage, instead of just saying, oh, I can't help you. So that's on September 14th. All right. Our lunch partner today, Mr. Greg Woods of Saratoga Homes. He's coming out here. New construction. All right.
Well, just one slide. He doesn't need this.
There you go.
Are we good? All right, well, thank you guys for allowing us to come in and feed you. It is a blessing that we receive to be able to bless you. So I just gonna take a couple minutes. Rates are high, right? It's volatile right now. And as builders, we're trying to do everything we possibly can to get rates down. That's how we are pushing homes out. And right now we have a 4.875 rate. That's a 30-year locked fixed rate. So that rate actually expires today. So if you get somebody to come in, we get them on contract, we're gonna pay all their closing costs. All they need is their down payment. If you can't make it today, we're working on one for this weekend. We're not sure if it's gonna be better or worse, but at least you can prepare your buyer. This is a reason to contact what's the line you getting people to reach out to buyers? Yeah, reach out to your buyers and let them know rates are coming down, and we are paying all the closing costs. We do have new communities that's going to be coming up. We have communities now with inventory, so we don't have to babysit, right? We can make it happen right now. So I sit in Rodeo Palms. We have about 10 homes there that we discounted and are ready to move. And if you guys are not aware of Manville Town Center, we're right behind it. It's going to be the biggest town center in Houston. And where the biggest and the best is, everybody wants to be. So it is a good investment area where the buyers are going to be able to see the equity grow. All right, so now what I want to do is bless the food. And I want to lift the young lady up and want to, ask the Lord thank the Lord for healing. Amen. For your surgery. Amen. All right. So we're going to bless the food, right? Lord, thank you for us gathering here together to learn more and to do your will, to take care of your people. And bless the food for the nourishment of our bodies. In Christ Jesus' name. Amen. 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 Thanks, guys. Thanks, Ron.
Absolutely, Greg. All right. Okay, that pretty much wraps it up. I was gonna leave you guys with a quote, but I can't find the one I was looking for. So I'm gonna leave you with this one, which is this: if someone is going down the wrong road, he doesn't need motivation to speed him up. He needs education to turn him around. Let's not go through the wrong road. That's from Jim Rohn. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
One more slide.
What's up?
Interesting.
Oh. Bam, I'm on time. Well, based on that part.